Hello, Algebra 1 people. Uh, just looking over some of the things that I see so far for the first 2 days of class, and I just wanted to address a couple of things. Number one, I do still have 3 people, Wyatt Benson, Elisa Miller, and Esmeralda Carrillo, that have not started their Manga High stuff. Make sure that you understand you have an assignment on Manga High that you're supposed to be working on. With regards to that, and the bell just rang. With regards to that, the goal here is that when you get on Manga High, the structure of it is that there's like 10 question quizzes, let's call them, that you have to go through. And the way you take them is you say play, and it asks you a question, and you select multiple choice. Now, there's really 4 levels there. It starts off on easy, and then goes to medium, hard, and then to extreme. That's actually supposed to make you feel pretty good because the extreme questions aren't that extreme. They aren't even that hard, I don't think. They're certainly within your capabilities of doing. And our goal was to have everyone get to a gold medal. And the way you do that is you have to answer correctly several times in a row. It's not a cumulative thing. It's not like you can go in there and play the game 100 times and get 1 point each time or one correct answer and say, oh, see, I accumulated 100 points. That's not the way it works. If you finish the quiz and you haven't moved out of the easy mode, you don't get very many points. And so the point system works a little bit differently on the teacher side than it does on the student side. But from the student side, you'll see like you might get 4,000 points, and maybe that's a bronze level medal. That doesn't mean that you're starting at 4,000, and then next time you play, you get an extra 1,000 points, and you go to a 5,000 point level to get, say, a silver. It gives you a starting point, but your starting score is going to be 0, not 4,000. And the way you earn points is you get answers correct in those levels. It self-levels so that if you start in the easy level and you get the first 4 answers correct, it'll jump up and start asking you questions from the medium level. And then if you get 4 of those correct, you jump up into the hard level. And if you were to get those correct, it would jump up again. So let's say that you start off and you're in the easy level for 4 questions. You jump up, so the 5th one is now from the medium level, and it asks you, questions 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 4 questions there, and you get all of those right. Now it jumps you up into the hard level, but there's only 2 questions left. So that might score you like a bronze medal. But the next time you play the game, and you want to do this more than once, 10 questions was not the assignment. The assignment was to get a gold. And it might take some of you 15 minutes to do that. It might take some of you an hour or more to do that. It just depends on how well you do on the questions. Because again, it's not how many questions you answer, nor is it how much time you spend looking at the question, but it is how well you answer them. If they're correct, you'll jump up a level. So if you can get to the extreme level and answer all 10 questions correctly, you'll earn a gold. And that's what you want to strive to do. What happens if you can't get there? Let's say that you've been trying and trying and trying, and you're just not quite getting it or whatever, and you don't quite get to a gold. Does that mean that you failed the assignment? No. I will give you credit for trying and credit for where you're at. Now, from the teacher's side, I can see how long you spent doing it. I can see how many trials you've had. Not that anyone would do this, but you can't just log in, let the computer sit there for an hour, and then log back out and say, well, I was there for an hour. Well, you may well have been, but I can see how many attempts you had. So when you go through there, if you attempted 1 quiz in an hour, you didn't do very much. If you're struggling, there's a couple of options that you can use to help yourself out. That is to get off the escalator on your own to start with. Of course, there's always YouTube videos you can go to try and find out how things work if you're stuck on a particular topic. But in addition, once you finish a quiz, you have the opportunity to review the questions, okay? And so those 10 questions that it just asked you will go through each one again, and it will show you the answer that you selected, and then right below that you have the opportunity to say solve, in which case a window will pop up and will show you all of the steps required to solve that problem, okay? So it isn't a race. You shouldn't go on there and see how fast you can get through all 10 questions, because speed is not going to be a part of your grade. It is how well you answer the questions. Did you get them correct? And so the way to get your gold is to get them all correct. And it's a very accomplishable task. You're all capable of doing that. If you do get stuck on something and you weren't able to figure it out or get off the escalator on your own, please ask the question on Google Classroom. Post it so that we can all see it. Don't make it a private conversation between yourself and me. You can, but I'll probably try and repost it so that everyone can see it, because a lot of times if you're stuck on a question, someone else could be stuck there as well, and it would be beneficial if we kind of help each other. If you post it to the discussion part of the class, then anyone can go on there and see the question, and anyone can go on there and try to respond and help out the other people. Let's make this a learning community where we help each other. Also, if I'm not able to help you just by typing an answer, then I will post a video where I will show you step by step how to solve the particular problem that you're stuck on. And once again, you can go through those quizzes and review each question, so you have plenty of opportunity to write the question down or type it out, because it'll be right there on your screen. Okay? So hopefully we're clear. By Friday, everyone should have worked on Manga High on the assignment to strive to get a gold medal on those quizzes, okay? And again, it takes more than one try to do it. So it's not just like you go one shot through it and say, yep, I did it, went to Manga High and did it, and I'm done. If you go to Manga High and you work on it for a while and you don't get past the easy level, what I see from my side as a teacher is you have a 0, because again, my side looks slightly different than yours. If you were to succeed at easy and went to medium, I might see that you have a 1, okay? If you went to the hard level and that's where you stopped, I might see a 2. And if you went through the extreme level and earned that gold medal, I will see 3 points. So some people might ask me, well, how many points do I need to get a gold? And from the teacher perspective, what I see, you need 3 points. But that's not how it works on the student side. You can see your score at the end of each round that you go through, and it'll tell you where the next medal is. So just look at the screen. It will tell you what you need to get the next level. All right? If there's still questions, please make sure and ask me. But other than that, good luck. You have through Friday to try and get that gold, so go for it. Do your best. Answer them correctly. And I know you'll all do really well. Okay? Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon.